So I know we've been talking about scale and growth,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe it's just me, but can you break it down in like layman's terms so I can understand the difference? Because
Absolutely.
and maybe somebody else has the same thought.
No, that's a wonderful question. Thank you for that clarifier. So think of scaling and growth. I'm going to try to say it in the best example of what I can say. Growing is you have a baby and the baby is starting to mature, right? You have the baby, they start out this big and they just keep growing every single day of the week. And they have different needs as they grow, right? So what happens is because you realize they need milk, they need food, they need all the stuff, place to stay, they need all the things. But then you have 2 kids. Now you got to do the same thing for 2 kids. And you have 3 kids. Now you got to do the same thing for 3 kids. But when you're in a home, you don't go and buy a whole new home again now that you had another kid. You don't buy another car because you have another kid, unless you got a bigger family. That's different. That's upgraded. But the point is, even though you had more kids, you're still in the same home environment. So you know there's certain systems in your taking care of your family that are not going to change necessarily. They're always going to stay about the same. But the cost of managing that particular kid, buying clothes and stuff, that will increase a little bit. So that's the difference between growth and scaling. Growth is like you get to a place where you got to just keep replicating. So if I was only growing, I would have a house for each kid. I would have a car for each kid. I would have a light bill for each kid. That's growth. Scaling is y'all about to all live up in here in one house and we're not about to do all of that. And we all going to use the same electric. We all going to use the same water. We all going to use the same that, because those are systems that we have that now are going to take care of those kids. That's the difference.